Before I started my business, someone gave me the warning that 98% of businesses fail within the first 3 years. I realized that 98% of all statistics are made up, including that one. The reason why I share this with you is because I want to uncover 7 myths about starting a business that are absolutely false. So listen up. The first myth is that you need money. Now, it's true. You need money to make money. And that saying has been going on for years, decades, centuries, even millennia. But what you have to understand is that you may have the amount of money that you need in order to get started in your business. Now, when I first started out in my business, I had almost $100,000 in debt. Now, you can say I didn't have money, but I did have some credit cards that helped me to start my business, to file my LLC, to publish my first book, to do my website. And all of that was less than $1,000. Now, I didn't have that kind of money in my savings, but I had it on my credit, and I used my credit to get started with my business. Whether you have savings or whether you have to ask for a loan or borrow money, the fact is that you will always have the exact resources that you need in order to start a business. So get those financial resources together and get started today. There's a lot of people that think that they need $100,000 or $1 million or some big investment or some kind of sponsorship. But the fact is that you have everything you need in order to succeed. So start with the money you have right now to get to where you want to be in your business. The second big myth about starting a business is about experience. There's a lot of people who say, well, I don't have an MBA, or I haven't done this before, and I don't have that on paper. But the fact is that most of the time, no one's going to check your resume. No one knows if you don't have experience. You just have to get started. You have to gain experience, and that's what starting a business is all about. Now, if you do need a certification or an advanced degree, make sure you go ahead and get it. But if you don't, do whatever it takes to get the experience. Get your hands dirty and go out there and do the thing so you will have the power. The third myth is that it's too hard to start a business. And the fact is that it's not hard to start a business if you are meant to become an entrepreneur for yourself and the people you intend to serve. Now, I'll tell you what's hard. Waking up at 6 a.m. or sooner and fighting through traffic to get to a job that you absolutely hate, to put in 60 hours only for 4 weeks of vacation at a job that's not paying you close to what you know you deserve. The fourth myth of starting a business is that you need connections. While it's true that you do need support and you do need people in your life, you don't necessarily need to be connected to Bill Gates or Richard Branson in order to get started in your business. You just need a good friend or a good spouse or a business partner or even a family member that can help you grow your business on your own terms. Now, it is true that you will gain connections as you start your business. You will find your lawyer, you will find your banker, you will find your tax person, but you have to take your time. You have to get acclimated in your business, and eventually those people will begin to support you as time goes on and as the need arises. When I first started my business, I thought I needed to be well connected, but the fact was that I really didn't. All I needed was just me and my wife to go out and do the thing that we knew we were called to do. And as we began every single day to work on our craft, as we began to manage the affairs that we had, we started meeting different people. We started realizing that we had to do different things. And so we hired people along the way. It started with contractors, and then eventually it grew out to employees. Now we have both. People will come once the need arises, but you need to get started with your business before they do. The next myth is that you need a business plan. There's a lot of people that believe that they need to have this well drawn out plan before they get started. Now, it's good to have a plan if you have to show an investor, or if you need a loan, or you just need something to solidify what you're about to do, but it's not always necessary. However, what is necessary is having a sales and marketing plan. How many units do you want to sell, and for what price? You have to draw them up and make the calculations and ask yourself, what am I willing to do to not only sell this product, but market it effectively so I can sell more units? Remember, sales and marketing is a core to your business. It's a spinal cord of what you're about to achieve. No matter what you sell, you have to draw up the calculations. Whether you're selling cakes or t-shirts or books, you have to draw up the numbers and see if they make sense. So for instance, if you want to sell 100 t-shirts at $20 profit, that's $2,000 a month. but you have to see the facts and figures before you do it. Once you understand how the numbers work, eventually you can put it on paper and start to take action so you can achieve those results. Number 6 is equipment. A lot of people will say, I need the equipment, otherwise I can't get started. In fact, a man shot a YouTube video for 1 minute and showed me that he didn't have the equipment that he needed to get started making YouTube videos. Then I asked him, what did you shoot the video on? He said, well, this is just the iPhone 7 Plus. I said, well, use that in order to start your YouTube channel. And ever since then, he's made over 100 videos in the past few months. This man had an excuse, and he really believed that he needed $1,000 to get a new camera. But little did he know that he had a $1,000 phone that had the camera that he needed to get started. You do have the equipment, my friends. My grandfather used to tell me, you gotta take what you get to get what you want. You have to take the opportunities that life is handing you in order to use it to get to the next level. So take those things that you have to get what you want in your life. The 7th and final myth is too much competition. There's a lot of people that don't start a business because they think that other people are already out there doing the same thing that they could potentially offer to the marketplace, which is not true at all. For instance, I could easily say, there's other people that make YouTube videos on business, I'm not going to try it. But there's a lot of things that differentiate me that a lot of people don't have, and that's why I decided that I needed to start this YouTube channel, which I began last year. There was once a very athletic couple that told me that they wanted to start a gym, but they were afraid because a very prominent gym was within that area. I told them to start it anyways because that gym didn't have the service that other people wanted within that area, but that couple offered it. And so once they built their gym and offered the services that they did, even at a higher price, they were able to attract many clients, and now they're overbooked because they offered genuine service to the people that want it the most within their community. Remember, there's no market that's ever too saturated. Someone's always going to build a better house. Someone's always going to make a better book. Someone's always going to create a better brand. But whatever it is, you have to understand that you have to start your business. You got to forget about the competition and only think about what you can create and bring to the marketplace. Now that I've talked about the 7 myths of starting a business, go ahead and get started right now.